Today we're taking a look at the ProLogic L02 by SecureM Systems. This is a workhorse commercial safe lock. It has a number of features which we'll get into here in a second, but for any commercial application, this is a go-to lock. Now, the interesting part about SecureM Systems are the entry pad actually hold the programming and the features, and then when you pair them with one of our locks, it sends this information to the lock, turning it into a lock that has these features. So it's a unique way that our systems operate, but it allows you to have a maximum of flexibility when you're using selecting a SecureM lock for a particular safe application. The one thing that you'll notice first of all about the ProLogic series is they have an LCD screen. So this LCD screen lights up when you enter a number. I'll show you a close-up of that shortly so that you can see what it looks like and all the various programming that's available. But as with all our locks, the entry pads can be paired with any of our four locks. And the four locks are our swing bolt lock, which is this one here, motorized or motor drive swing bolt lock, our deadbolt lock, which is a square bolt, dead latching, motorized safe lock, our spring bolt lock, which is very similar to our deadbolt, same lock body, same mechanism, except it's non-dead latching, and it is a spring bolt application, perhaps for an interior compartment of a safe. And then finally, we have a fairly new lock for the safe world, and this is what we call our strike bolt lock. And how this works is this gets mounted on the jamb of the safe. So think of an interior compartment where you would mount this on the jamb of the interior compartment, and then you would have a door that closes into this. So as the door closes, a retaining pin on the back of the door would engage with this locking mechanism, and this lock would then be controlled, opened or closed, by our safe lock system. So any of these four locks can go with any of our entry pads. In this case, we're looking at the ProLogic L02. So what does this one have? It's ideal for commercial applications because it has 30 user codes. So you can assign user codes. Each user can have an individual code, so it's different from anyone else's. This prevents people from having to share codes. Obviously, it has an LCD screen that you can see here as I light it up. And on the screen itself, we use the navigational buttons. This is an up and down button and a back button in order to navigate the menu system, which I'll show you here in a second. But this lock has time delay. It has time delay from 1 minute to 99 minutes. And it has an opening window from 1 minute to 15 minutes. You can enable and disable users, and it controls multiple locks. So the ProLogic L02 can control up to 4 locks at the same time. And how we do that is using a junction box called a CB11. And what that does is allows you to plug in the keypad, plug in 1 lock, 2, 3, 4 locks. And all of these locks can be controlled by 1 entry pad. You'll notice on the back of this junction box we also have a port for an AC adapter. So this lock can be used with an AC adapter, and we simply just plug it in, and now we can plug it into the wall. Our primary power for this lock is a 9-volt battery, and Energizer or Duracell battery works fine. It'll operate about 4,000 times on a 9-volt battery, but if you decide you don't want to mess with changing batteries, you can always use the junction box and the AC adapter to have main power being AC, and then your battery sits inside the keypad as a battery backup. So that's the ProLogic L02. It is as I say, a commercial safe lock used a lot in most commercial applications, and it is from SecureM Systems. One thing I should tell you is all of the bezels, all the entry pads are stainless steel. All the bolts are stainless steel as well for our locks, and they're very, very reliable. We'll get a shot of the screen here coming up here shortly, so you can take a look at that and see how we program this lock. But the ProLogic L02 from SecureM Systems.